Welcome to Every Album Ever with Mike and Alex. My name is Michael Mansour. I'm joined, as always, by my lovely, wonderful co-host, Alexander Volts. Say hello.
I got more game than Parker Brothers.
Wonderful. Wonderful. This is Every Album Ever, the podcast where we listen to every single album in the world, in existence and history in the world, one artist at a time. That's a new discography, more or less, per episode. And today, we are talking about, who we're talking about?
Talking about A Tribe Called Quest.
Yes, indeed. And before we get into any of that, if you'd like to support us or suggest an artist or send any comments, love, hate, send everything you want to everyalbumever@gmail.com. You know, subscribe on YouTube and Spotify and all the stuff, and tell a friend, all the things that'll help us, but only if you want. And that's good enough. Yeah, sure. Anyway, be sure to also check out the Spotify playlist that we made on A Tribe Called Quest after the episode. There are links on everyalbumever.com, as well as the description of wherever you're listening. So YouTube, Apple, Spotify. There should be a link in whatever description. And there's also playlist for every episode that we've done so far. There's a lot.
Yes.
This is episode 21. My God, we've done a lot.
Yes, we have.
I'm proud.
Off the backs of other people's work.
Goddamn right.
It's a lot of work criticizing.
It is. It's the hardest job to be a critic.
Being salty.
No. They're all wonderful and we suck. But I got the plugs out of the way pretty quickly. So
yeah, nice, smooth.
I'm surprised. I usually stutter and fuck up and do something poor.
Yeah, it's getting too easy now.
Yeah, we're becoming too professional. We're becoming too amazing at our job. So, Tribe Called Quest. You are a fan, or at least you've heard them. I've heard maybe one song in passing, not even knowing it was them. I know nothing.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
No. I was glad to do it because I just realized it's been a while since we've done a hip hop group.
Yeah.
So also after the Run DMC episode, I'm real interested to see what you think about because you got no skin in the game.
Okay, so admittedly, hip hop, as much as I love it, is one of my least learned genres.
Neglected.
Well, I listen to it, but I don't do any research. I know little about the culture. All I know is because it's so lyrically driven, and all I care about is the music. Mm-hmm. And I listen to rap and hip hop as music. I mean, obviously as music, but it took me during this discography I was trying to think about, like, what is it that I enjoy about rap if I don't care about words? Because I don't give a fuck about words for the most part, or at least in terms of when I listen to music, I don't listen for words. I listen for music. If I want to get into the lyrics, then I'll have to be in a different kind of mood, I guess. But what is it that I enjoy about rap that makes me enjoy it? And it's when they're rapping, they're using they're using their voices as instruments. Just because they're not singing notes or they don't have a melody with their words, it doesn't mean it's not musical. So with the best rappers, there's always it's the phrasing. It's the phrasing. It's the rhythm of it. It's like their voices are like another drum to me.
Yeah, they're phrasing, and then also I've always been like fascinated by sampling. Not like always, but like since I started listening to hip hop, like the sampling has always been real interesting to me because people think it's like a copy paste thing. I'm like, no, it's not.
No.
It's not that easy. Like, you really have to have an ear like Q-Tip or Ali Muhammad, two of the best who ever did it. So like someone like a Q-Tip is just like, it's not just copying pasting.
It's like another instrument. You got to have an ear just like any instrument.
Yeah.
Just because, I don't know. If
anything, it's more insane because you're using other people's work and like bending it.
It's recontextualizing someone else's thing. And it's
where if you're just starting from scratch with a guitar part or drum part, you can be like, oh, well, let's tweak it like this, where like
it's a different type of creation.
Yeah.
Of course, there are plenty of rappers that just take the full sample and then just rap over it, which I'm not a fan of that because it's literally just another song. But with a group like this, that is not the case. This is a very, very intricate, complex shit. This was
it's funny because it's mellow, but I actually think like listeners would get the most out of listening to Tribe Called Quest at a louder volume because it forces you to then take in all these little intricacies where if it's in the background, you're like, oh, that's cool. Like,
yeah.
I could have like a lady over and have that on.
Right.
Although I'm going to break down some of these lyrics later on. Because I always thought like Tribe was they were nice boys.
Oh, not the case.
No,
that's because
Fife Dog is filthy.
This was an interesting one because we go through all kinds of different things in our lives when doing these discographies. Sometimes they're big, sometimes they're taxing on us personally. I was editing these are recorded significantly in advance. And I was recording an older episode, or I was editing an older episode rather, and listening back to it as I was editing, I'm like, fuck, man, this was hard to get through. That was a hard discography to get through.
Yeah.
This was not the case. I listened to these albums way more because usually we'd have a minimum of 2 listens per album. I went way past, I lost count.
Nice.
And I did that specifically because I know nothing about this group. I want to pay them some respect. And if I don't like something, I want to figure out what it is I don't like about it. And what I do like again, when I went back to reanalyzing why I like hip hop, it's not because of the words, it's because of what it does. The production is what it does musically. And this was a really relaxing one. Like also weather-wise, listening to this.
Oh,
listening to these
perfect.
Listening to these albums while driving in the rain is fucking awesome. It's fucking. I urge you all to find some rain and then listen to this band.
Or like one of their album titles, Midnight Marauders. Perfect.
Yeah.
Like read a book, throw on some Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah. It's the relaxing group. I found them to be extremely relaxing. And I guess we should jump into the history aspect of the show.
So
who are they?
Fife Dog and Q-Tip were friends forever. Fife Dog said since he's 2, like Q-Tip,
Jesus,
has been in his life. And also, real quick, do you know Q-Tip's birth name? And I'm not fucking with you.
No, what is it?
Jonathan Davis.
Dude, the past like 4 episodes in a row, we keep referencing Korn.
Getting all these Korn references in. So I thought that was real funny.
Okay, I'm not
again. We did.
No.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. His name is Jonathan Davis. Okay.
But yeah. And then so like they were real close. They said they started like rapping at 9. Just like other people's songs, and like the high school they went to was just filled with all sorts of like talented people, like this other group, the Jungle Brothers, and then they met Ali Muhammad there, and Fife was friends with Jerobi, and they're kind of
not from Swans, by the way.
No. And then Jerobi is kind of like a revolving. He comes in and out as he pleases.
Kind of like Jerobi from Swans.
Yeah. If you got that name, you just come and go with music groups as you please. But yeah, even like, we'll get into it. Like Fife Dog wasn't even really a member until the second album. So, but yeah, that's, childhood friends.
All right. So not a bad jumping off point.
Yep. And yeah, I believe if you're a hip hop fan, then you know about the Native Tongues. I believe they started like Native Tongues before they were recording. And
don't even know what that means. Don't know what you're talking about.
It's crazy. It's a crew. It's Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul, then they're like brothers. They're almost like the same group almost. Queen Latifah, and a bunch of other people I don't know. But just those three.
Yeah, that's pretty huge.
That's huge right there.
That's not a crack at Queen Latifah's weight either.
No. For all those people to be friends and be making music together is crazy.
That's like the hip hop equivalent of the Yardbirds.
Yes.
Or something like that.
Yes.
That was like the whitest thing I could have possibly said. So Tribe Called Quest has 6 albums. First one released in 1990, the last one in 2016. And we are going to jump into each one of them. Yeah. So first one, what are we looking at?
Mouthful. 1990. People's Instinctive Travels and Paths of Rhythm.
Quite the morbid intro.
I know. I didn't realize it was this long.
Yeah, neither did I.
I should have done more research.
I don't know, man. I listened to this album a lot of times. I still didn't remember.
I mean, it's a long song. It's like 7 minutes.
Yeah. This is really dark. Oh, here we go.
There we go.
I'm going to shut up for a second. I can't. I fucking love this song. I can't shut up.
The
Oh my God.
samples.
It's so good. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll stop now.
It just sounds like a jazz band.
But so much better, in my opinion.
Q-tip is my title. I don't think that is vital for me to be your idol. But dig this recital. If you can envision a brother who ain't dissing, slinging this and that, cause this and that was missing. Instead has been injected, the tribe has been perfected. Oh yes, it's been selected, the art makes it protected. Afrocentric living, Africans be given a lot to the cause the cause has been risen. Some brothers they be flamming, thinking we ain't slamming, coming off like the days when we used to wear the Tanzan. A blue collar talker, hemisphere stalker, a glass of OJ and a 10-mile walker. If you're in a
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. I got a little absorbed in the music.
Yeah. I could also probably listen to that whole thing.
What a fucking amazing introduction to this band. I got as a guy who had no idea who they were, and this is the first thing I hear. Oh, I'm in love. I love
it's
it.
great intro.
Such a good song.
Yeah, they were like wearing like dashikis and stuff.
Really?
And then like in the documentary, which I don't think you'll guess who does the documentary. Oh, this one hint, he's a comedian.
Who filmed the doc?
Yeah, directed, produced.
Chappelle?
No.
That'll be the obvious one.
Yeah, that's too obvious.
That's too obvious. I bet it's not an obvious one too.
I guess it's kind of obvious. Directed by the great Michael Rappaport.
That is awesome. I
Yeah.
had no idea.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that guy.
So
He's so belligerent.
it's so good. Like Black Thought is in there, and he's like, they're wearing some real questionable type shit.
Jesus. What'd you think of the album?
The music is amazing. I actually this is one of the few episodes where I was like struggling over what, and this is not my best album.
Not your best album. Uh-huh.
But
you struggled a little bit.
Some days it was.
Yeah.
Some days it was.
I got you.
It's real good. It's a great introduction to the group. I was talking about native tongues. So when they were recording this in the same studio as Prince Paul, Queen Latifah, and De La Soul were also recording music. That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's like finding out like Hendrix and Zeppelin and the Stones were all in the same studio working on albums.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
That is nuts.
Also, I should know, in that same opening, it's actually a recurring sample. It's in the opening track. Push It Along. Is that what it's called?
Yes, Push It Along.
As well as a bunch of other songs. It's a sample that I was introduced by Gravediggers in the song Nowhere to Run or Nowhere to Hide.
Oh yeah.
And it's the same, it's exact same sample. And I can't get Gravediggers out of my head because that is a fucking flawless album for one, 6 Feet Deep.
Oh yeah.
And it's one of the best songs on there. So when I'm hearing it, it's like, oh, it's the same sample. I mean, still, it's a great sample, but I can't separate Gravediggers from this one.
Yeah.
But it's like a recurring throughout the whole album. It keeps coming up.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like the inspiration, obviously rappers like Common, Mos Def, Talib Kweli wouldn't happen without Tribe.
Mm-hmm.
But then like you hear like Dr. Dre was also like inspired, like when he was making the Chronic,
Right.
like the shit Q-Tip is doing on these albums are like Q-Tip was like inspired by the NWA album, and it's like they couldn't sound any.
Yeah, for one, this one's good. It's a jab. I'm sorry.
But yeah, hip hop was like bolsterous, like Run DMC, or it was angry, like NWA, Public Enemy.
Yeah.
And then Tribe shows up, and it's just like, hey,
we're making fucking songs here. These are songs.
Like,
they have like all these different passages and, well, maybe that's not the right word, but all these different sections. And it's one thing that always bothers me about hip hop is it's usually just the one beat for however long the song is. And it's the words it's the rhythm of the rapping. That's what's fluctuating.
mm-hmm.
But here, no, these are full songs with different sections, like it'll just change halfway through to a different song. Like these are really interesting and well-written stuff. These are like songwriters.
Yeah. I think a good example is we got to talk about Bonita Applebum. I think that has like one of the most recognizable samples. Like even if people don't know, it's Rotary Connection, and it's called Memory Band. So and then like the way Tip is rapping on this song is important. So I'm gonna throw this on.
Do I love you? Do I lust for you? Am I
That's
a
very
sinner
cool.
because I do?
Although this song did annoy me.
Did it?
Yeah.
That. Dun, dun.
No, that's
Let
cool.
me know.
That's
Yeah,
cool as fuck.
everyone loves that
Right
sample.
now, please. Bonita Applebum.
It's the rest of the song that annoys me. Yeah.
But yeah,
I think it's mostly just that one, this whole section.
but yeah, I want to get to like the a verse,
Okay.
because he's not like rapping. He's just like,
Hey, Bonita, glad to meet you.
Oh, where he's talking.
but it sounds good.
Yes,
I must
it does.
you.
So yeah,
Hey,
he's got this
Conversational type of approach to it, more so than just regular rapping.
but still making it music. It's this like a sign of how awesome he is. Also, I thought at first, I was like, oh, also this is one of the few hip hop songs that advocates like going down on it shit.
Oh, that's a pioneer right there.
But then I realized this is a song about butts.
Oh,
And he's
even more of a pioneer. That's a
So-
millennial thing.
Yeah, it's debatable because he says, I'll kiss you where some other brothers won't.
Ooh,
But yeah, rappers not too fond
no.
about eating pussy. And I thought Q-Tip might be, and he still might be. But either way,
Progressive,
yes.
extremely progressive.
Yes.
I did like their use of sampling "Take a Walk on the Wild Side" from Lou Reed, who I talk all kinds of shit about Lou Reed,
Yeah,
but
just when you thought we were out of the Lou Reed.
yeah, but I mean, I do like the song. And it works so well for what they're doing. I think I probably like this version better.
Oh yeah, I'll listen to "Can I Kick It"
Yeah.
way before "Take a Walk on the Wild
Yeah.
Side." Any
Um,
day of the week.
I did feel like this one. One more compliment before I shit on it. The Sugar Ray ass guitars in "I Left My Wallet" in El Segundo.
I love that song. Like,
It's good.
and when I first listened to Tribe, I was like, these guys, when they recorded this, have probably never left New York. Why are they rapping? Also, real quick, do you say El Segundo or El
Segundo.
Segundo?
I say Segundo.
Segundo.
Yeah.
I say it that way too because of the Tribe
Really?
song. But I'm like, why are they rapping about?
Yeah.
And then he said it's Sanford and Son. He'd always be like, yep, almost as good as the Captain Beefheart song.
That's a callback to our Captain Beefheart episode.
But yeah, so he's like, it was just something like he would say on Stanford and Son.
Oh, interesting.
He'd say something about El Segundo, even though he wasn't talking about the city. So
okay, all right. I did feel like this album loses a lot of steam toward the end. Like I start out, especially the first half is so fucking good, and then toward the end, every time I listened to this album a bunch of times, every single time I felt myself drifting away and like forgetting that I was listening to it. Yeah, Ham and Eggs. Oh, not a fan.
It's real long, and
that's the food.
It's weird because like, although he wasn't open about it, but yeah, like Phife Dawg has like diabetes too. Ooh. So it's like,
Ham and eggs, that's keto right there. No sugar in there.
Oh yeah. See, dietary things changed. Not really. Whatever. And then not on this album, but he also says, "Call me Dr. Pepper because I drink a lot of soda." So it's just a weird song. I do like "Go Ahead in the Rain." Speaking of listening to, it's the one where they sampled Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember. I don't know. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate any of it actually.
Yeah.
I didn't care for parts of it, but when you start out the first half, that fucking strong and that kind of like
strong.
So like this is odd sounding. These are these are unusual, almost ugly jazzy riffs that I've never heard with rap before. And then it goes into like more generic kind of like, all right, I can imagine anyone else doing this. So this definitely, I was not struggling for this one being a best for me. I was struggling with a couple other ones, but not this one.
I think
I did like it a lot though.
Yeah, I think almost everything is like, not everything, but yeah, to me, it's like Push It Along, Luck of Lucian, fucking awesome sample on that too. Left My Wallet, Bonita Applebum, Can I Kick It, Youthful Expression.
There's a lot of good stuff. Yeah, there's a lot.
Like, yeah.
One thing, who is the, man, I don't know, because I'm so new to these. I don't know whose voice is which, but a lot of them they fucking nerdy as hell. Nerdy ass voices.
Yeah. So Q-Tip is the kind of more nasally guy.
Okay.
And then Phife Dawg is occasionally on this album, but this is mostly Q-Tip rapping. Phife Dawg is the like more habit.
Okay. All right. A little bit more the shouter.
Yeah, like he's more as Questlove put it, more hype.
Oh, yeah, that's a term my complexion and race would not allow me to think of. It's perfect. It's apt.
It is. So yeah, and then it's hard when Phife Dawg's not really featured regularly until the next album. And then I think then you can kind of start telling them apart.
Okay. All right, let's move on to the next one then. So this is in 1991, The Low End Theory.
One of my favorite songs ever right now.
Back in the days when I was a teenager, before I had status and before I had a pager.
I can hear a little bit of the NWA right there.
My pops used to say
the exact same rhyme.
That's like guys rapping about pagers.
Yeah, it's a relic.
Yeah, it's all expected. Things are for the looking. If you got the money, quest is for the booking. Come on, everybody, let's get with the fly mode. Still got room.
Like this song, if you're listening to this song at like all the way up.
Yeah, that's a good song. Super dark.
It seems mellow, but it bangs.
Yeah.
Doing what we feel for the music is the proof. And planet on the ground, the act is so together. Bonafide strong, you need leverage to sever. The unit, yes, the unit called the jazz. Is delivering it. LP,
do it. I think I don't know if it's, I did notice it later than usual. Well, how'd you feel about this before I jump into the specifics?
Okay, it's a landmark album. Changed the game. I like it a lot, obviously. And then it's like the arrival of Phife Dawg.
Okay.
There. So the next track, bugging out when he does the microphone check 1 2. What is this 5-foot assassin with the roughneck business? That like everyone was just like, who the fuck is this guy? Because he wasn't
right,
or like they thought his rhymes were weak on the previous album, and then he just fucking comes out the gate on this one. So
this one, I don't care for this album.
Whoa.
I knew that was I had a feeling that was gonna be a controversial opinion. I listened to this one. I listened to all of them a bunch of times, but this one is the one that stood out as weak for me. And on that opening track, and I'm pretty sure it's like most of the album, all the bass samples are stand-up basses. They're all acoustic basses, and that's fucking very cool. However, the bass lines, not so much. Musically, I felt this one was lacking way more than the rest.
One of the tracks I should have wrote down, they bought in jazz legend Ron Carter. So like one of them is like live.
Oh, that's very cool. I love hip hop with live instruments. Just didn't connect with me. It still has like these jazzy and ugly dissonant bass lines and melodies, which I do usually like, but nothing that grabbed me. Nothing that was like, ooh, what's that? And production wise, it's more minimal than the other ones.
It is more minimal. It's funny. The record label thought, I kind of don't. I forget who said it, if it was like someone at the label or their manager, felt like they had lost some artistic integrity. I'm like, you guys don't.
The label said that, huh? Because labels.
I'm like, you guys don't. You don't care about integrity.
No, not at all. It's more minimal, which I don't think is a bad thing at all. But it left me only paying attention to the bass lines, which I didn't care for most bass lines on this one. It's not that they were bad. It's just like, and these are kind of fair. There's nothing amazing, nothing bad. There's interesting stuff all over the place. Like, even though it's more minimal, there's so much interesting shit happening, but more interesting than musically impressive or, I don't know, enjoyable.
To me, like this had to happen. Like, I recognize why it had to happen, and obviously I didn't give it best.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I guess I have. It doesn't like stick with me the way other ones do.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I recognize what a step forward. Like, you wouldn't have the Roots, you wouldn't have those other guys. Because this is like what made them.
Oh, you mean this group?
This album, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Like,
how?
I mean, people liked the first album, but this one like blew people's minds at the time. So
I found the first album to be so much more impressive, like in all ways.
Yeah, I don't know. Time's weird. What people do.
Time is weird.
So yeah, we were talking about Q-Tip and Five Dogs. So I'm gonna play Bugging Out. Mm-hmm. So you and the listeners know this is Five Dog's voice.
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, what is this? The 5-foot assassin with the roughneck business. I float like gravity, never had a cavity. Got more rhymes than the one that's got family. No need to sweat Arsenio to gain some type of fame. No shame in my game, cause I always do the same. Styles upon
he's got a cool voice. Way less nerdy.
He actually did not like his voice, but everyone kept telling him, like, your voice is dope. Like,
really?
Yeah, he's not a fan of his voice.
Oh man, I understand that. I understand that pain.
Also, I was talking about how they have filthy lyrics.
Yeah.
On a scenario, Fife does bust a nut inside your eye to show you where I come from. Like, it's so filthy and so clever.
It's
the word play.
Good.
The word play is insane. Like,
oh, that pig! I love it. That's some good ass words. This whole overall, I felt this one was a lot less spacey than the first album. Just as moody though.
Yeah,
it's very moody, sure. And it's so dark. Like, I can't help but just, I don't know. It just feels like it's probably because of the acoustic bass, but it sounds like it was recorded in a cellar or something.
Yeah, you know what song hasn't aged well?
What's that?
Infamous Date Rape.
I wonder why you would say a thing like that.
It's real confusing. Like,
I mean, I didn't read the lyrics or listen intently.
Like Cube kind of sounds like, or not Cube.
You're almost there. Yeah.
Q-Tip.
Yeah.
His verse is kind of like, guys,
date rapey.
He's the one who's like, hey, fellas, like, no means no. This step up.
Oh, but everyone else like, shut up, stupid fucking. What are you, gay? Oh, you don't like girls now, huh?
Yeah, and then Five Dog comes in, and then he's like, "What? You got me all rock hard. What am I supposed to do?"
Oh, Jesus Christ!
And then
Hasne's the best.
And then there's a joke about like having. I was talking about how on Bonita, Tip is like, man, yeah, good for you. You're going down on your lady.
Yeah.
But then he's like, it's your period, girl. Get back to me.
I mean, would you? All right, in all honesty,
I'm not an animal, but you know, it doesn't, I don't know. Like, it doesn't need to come up if you're talking about date rape though.
I suppose so.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. The man's love is conditional. Okay.
He started a movement, y'all.
Really?
Yeah, you know, when we come around to later albums.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah, no shit. I don't know. It's a decent album. It just didn't gel with me.
Yeah, I like the first two tracks a lot. And then, of course, Scenario, the big song off this, the first time the world gets introduced to Busta Rhymes.
Wait, this is Busta Rhymes'
first appearance on Scenario.
His voice, 100% of the time, will make me laugh. 100% of the time.
His voice? Busta Rhymes in the place.
Yeah, he's like a hip-hop Captain Beefheart.
I love earlier Busta Rhymes. I love his voice. It'll either make me laugh or it fucking make me want to punch someone or both at the same time.
Oh man, I actually didn't care for Scenario.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. It just felt long.
It is long. There's like 20 people on that
Too many
song.
fucking people.
Yeah. You got like 2 crews on there. It's,
All right, let's move on.
All right.
Where are we at?
We are at 1993 Midnight Marauders.
Linden Boulevard, represent, Tribe Called Quest, represent, when the mic is in my hand, I'm never hesitant, my favorite jam back in the day was Eric B for president.
Oh, too good.
We didn't play it. I love the lady robot vocals throughout.
Oh right, yeah. It's not like the Microsoft Word voice.
No, it's a real person, and they just like
altered it.
Yeah,
it sounds very cool.
Yeah.
God damn, this is cool,
dude. The height of Muggsy Bows with the complexion of a hockey puck. It's fucking crazy.
Oh, this is so fucking cool. I love that. I love the way that they just repeat the word like that. Oh, it's so fucking interesting. Okay, let's get into it.
So I gave this best album.
So did I.
High five. There we go. Boom.
Yeah, this is incredible.
Yeah, I feel like we might catch some flack.
Really?
Wait, no, this is just as like beloved.
Okay. And so it's just not controversial.
It's only slightly because the and then I'm gonna get hatred. The Low End Theory is so like the album.
Really?
Like
fucking not for me, dude. I went in this blind, no contest. Not even as a guy who just listens to music for music and doesn't know dick about hip hop or anything or history, especially history. No question. Not even a little bit. This album is fucking amazing.
Yeah, they have 4 amazing albums that I could have gone either way.
Mm-hmm.
This came out the same day as 36 Chambers too.
The same day?
Same day.
Whoa.
What a fucking, if you loved hip hop back then, what a fucking crazy day that was if you were on top of your shit.
Jesus
and
Christ.
you got two of the greatest hip hop albums ever recorded.
Yeah. Man, it's like nothing about these melodies and bass lines are obvious. I mean, they've always kind of been not obvious, which is a vague phrase, I guess. But it's like I would not have thought that's a weird bass line. It's unusual.
Yeah.
They're still odd and dissonant, but they all work. They're all fun. They're all interesting, and they're all like, fuck yeah, turn that up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like that song we were playing, Steve Biko. I love towards the end of the track when Ali is scratching and Q-Tip is like rapping over the scratching. And like you said, it's like another instrument, the way he's rapping with it's so fucking good.
Yeah, the phrasing is so it's fuck, man. It's like its own separate instrument. I was mentioning that, I was saying that earlier, but here it really shines. There's nothing predictable about any of their phrasing.
And then all the songs from Steve Biko, Award Tour, 8 Million Stories, Sucker Misses, Midnight, Electric Relaxation, Clap Your Hands, The Chase Part 2, Lyrics to Go, fucking killer. I'm going to play a little bit of electric relaxation because I think it's fucking awesome.
I really adore this bass line.
I love, man. Like everything, this works.
Yeah, it's odd time. It's not an odd time signature, but it's it's 4/4, but in 3 different sections.
Okay.
So I don't know. I don't know how else to explain. It's still a regular time signature, but it just sounds a little bit off. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's such a fucking good bass line.
Yeah. Also, I'm gonna keep coming at you with filthy Fife Dog lyrics.
Do it.
One of my favorite on here. He says, "Let me hit it from the back, girl. I won't catch a hernia. Bust off on your couch. Now you got Siemens furniture."
Oh,
boom!
My God. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. I guess like it was like a furniture chain in New York, Siemens Furniture.
Rip.
Again, the wordplay is the filthy wordplay. You don't think Tribe Called Quest is gonna have that, but it does.
And I'm glad.
Yes. On Clap Your Hands, also slamming suckafuckers like the wrestler Zeus, aka Debo and Friday.
Oh, that's right. What is his name? Zeus Tiny? Is Tiny Zeus?
Tiny Lister or something like that.
Something like that.
He's Zeus to me. It's still real to me. So yeah, there was a wrestling reference. Got to get that. Got to get that in there.
The sample in Oh My God. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God.
Buster.
Oh my God.
Buster Rhymes again.
It's so annoying.
I love it.
So annoying. Oh my God.
I need more Buster all the time. Fucking Lyrics to Go is insane. The guitar part, which is taken from one of the most underrated James Brown albums ever called Show Is Funky. And the song is just enough room for storage. And then he fucking took a Minnie Riperton lyric or vocal part, and it's just in the background the entire fucking song. Like, why would you do that? But he did it, and let's see. That's the James Brown part, right?
Lyrics to go.
And you hear Minnie.
Lyrics to go. Lyrics to go. Lyrics to go.
In the background?
Yeah.
Pretty thing?
That's in the whole song.
Oh, that's right. It's going back to me now, yeah. That's interesting. Wait, what is the sample of?
Minnie Riperton's song. I forgot to write down what song.
But like, what is it? What is it? Because all I hear is a high pitched.
Yeah, that's a woman singing.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's
very
this
cool.
whole vocal part. He like
Just extended.
able to.
That's very interesting because I didn't care for that song. Actually, the last 2 tracks, I'm not too big a fan of.
I love Lyrics to Go. This for the sample. God, this third is all right. The Chase Part 2 though,
Mhm.
they sample that Biz Markie lyric. I'm bound to wreck your body and turn the party out. It sounds filthy to me.
It does sound filthy.
I'm gonna wreck your body
Yeah, already. Especially when you
and also turn the party out.
imagining Biz Markie with anybody's body is a horrendous thought.
He says it's a friend.
Oh boy. All right, so that's I don't know.
Also, I guess the budget for the sampling is equal to what they spent recording it, which is fucking insane.
What do you mean, like for licensing or something?
Yeah. So you get this much money to go in the studio and record.
Yeah.
And then you get X amount of dollars to spend on samples. On this album is equal.
Interesting. God damn. So this is unrelated. It's related, but it's different artists. Beastie Boys did Paul's Boutique before Laws came into place, right?
Yeah.
Because that would have been like $1 million in sampling.
Yeah. That's another tricky album with samples. I'm not sure what the story is on how they were, or if it was even legal or whatever.
Probably not. We'll do the Beastie Boys in the future, but for now, this is both of our best albums. Please listen to it if you haven't already. I think it was a tough choice for me, but in the end, it kind of wasn't. It's so good.
It was a real tough choice for
old Alex there.
Yep.
So let's move on to the next one. This is 1996 Beats, Rhymes, and Life.
Phony rappers who do not write, phony rappers who do not excite, phony rappers. Check it out, alright? Yo, I was riding the train, and this Puerto Rican kid said simple and plain, let's battle. It kinda took me by surprise, cause the brother was moving with his eyes on the prize. I said, screw it, I ain't got nothing to lose, but I got to do this shit real quick, so hurry up, kid, bust your joints and then I bust mine, then I'll be out cause I got to see this He said, okay, yo, check it out,
cool.
blah, 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 that's what he said.
It's a okay song.
Yeah, I dig it. We got real quiet. Okay, let's talk about. I actually really dig the following 2 songs a fucking lot.
Get a hold.
It, Motivators, especially Motivators. My God, that song is fucking great.
It didn't really catch my attention.
Really?
Maybe
You need to put that bad boy on right now.
the Motivators. Okay.
Yeah.
The number one motivators.
For me, it was the jam afterwards.
Really?
Yeah.
Some of y'all may really hate us, but we won't be sore. All we wanna do is rock.
We be the crew that possess that old
Oh, I love this.
damaging your mental.
Yeah.
So heavy.
This here groove was made for vintage.
Oh, I fucking love this song.
Feeling like I'm chilling on a Caribbean island. Rugged raw material is what we bring forth. A Tribe Called Quest, we representing up north. Quincy got to say.
How you deny that? Can't deny that.
That's pretty good.
It's fucking rad.
That's
Okay.
pretty good.
What'd you think?
I think it's an okay album. With I like Phony Rappers. I like Once Again and the Jam. Those are like fun little tracks.
I like the Hop. Hop is pretty rad. It reminds me of some of the earlier stuff.
Yeah, some of the songs do, but I can even without watching the documentary, I always felt like this was off. And yeah, Phife Dawg moved to Atlanta and he said the chemistry was shot. It was dead
Really interesting.
when they did this album.
Because this is Smooth City. It gets real smooth on this album.
Well, they bought in Jay Dilla, and at the time, people were like, "Who the fuck is Jay Dilla?"
That's what I'm going to ask you right now. Who the fuck is Jay Dilla?
Oh, he's fucking amazing. One of the greatest hip hop producers of all time.
Interesting.
And yeah, he's done so many amazing good tracks solo with Erykah Badu, with The Roots, with D'Angelo. The man The man was making beats in his deathbed. It's fucking
shit.
One of the greatest. So they had some foresight there to recognize the talent of J Dilla, JD. And that's cool. But yeah, and then there's just like a few like filthy lyrics that stand out to me, like catch AIDS from MCs being on my nuts so hard. That's pretty funny. My rhymes are harder than last night's erection. That's pretty fucking
All right. What I mean by smooth is there's a lot less ugliness. Less dissonant bass lines and stuff. I mean, obviously, like Motivators is pretty fucking ugly, and
it's more like R&B.
Yeah, like separate together. That's another ugly one. And ugly, I'm using that as a positive kind of as a compliment.
Like that's probably when you say lyrics like my rhymes are harder than last night's erection.
Exactly.
On songs like that.
It's a compliment.
Yeah.
But the fucking 90s as hell TLC female vocals that are on some of these songs. Yeah. My God, they've ruined the songs for me. I fucking hate it.
I could see that. I could see that. It's this has been like a neglected. This and the next one have been like neglected albums. Although I have listened to this, just not with like laser focus before.
Right. So, right.
Yeah, it's not awful. There's some songs here and there.
You know, the songs that are good on here are fucking awesome. Like I really love them. But the rest.
Yeah, like nothing's a home run to me.
Really? I think Motivators is so fucking perfect. I love it so much. Like honestly, the first 3 tracks, and I was first listening to it, I was like, holy shit, this might be the one. And then and then the 4th track comes on, I'm like, okay, never mind. Yeah, it let me down. It let me down pretty hard. But I do love a lot of it. Listen to some of it. You know, listen to our playlist because we're gonna put the best songs in this one for sure.
This is your what the hell was the run? Back in Hell?
Back from Hell. Oh, which one? That's no. That's Down with the King.
No. They had Raising Hell. And then
it was Tougher Than Leather, then Back from Hell, and then
Back from Hell. Yeah.
The one I loved was Down with the King.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is your Down for the King.
I love Down with the King. I stand by the whole album except for that one reggae song. This one, I don't stand by this whole album. Just a few tracks that I really love.
Okay.
All right. What's next?
Next up is 1998 when I was talking about Q-Tip started a movement. Started a love movement. Is there I hope there's not an intro on this.
Probably.
Just gonna have to bear with me, folks.
There we go.
Oh yeah, this isn't a great
opening. No. I mean, that's pretty cool.
But it's the whole song.
Yeah. I really like that. It's funny because like it's almost like I'm listening to it because it's the one that I neglected the most. That's so cool, but repetitive, which I do think is a sign of things to come.
I think he does it towards the end, where if he found a way to like rap differently, and then like come back to this as like the main chorus.
Yeah.
It would have worked for me better, but it's just the whole song like that.
All right, let's get into it.
Worst album,
least favorite. I think we're gonna have the exact same picks
because there's only one place to go after this,
dude.
Unprecedented.
This is a first. We've never agreed
every single.
Usually we agree the most like on one. Like okay, obviously this is the worst, or okay, holy shit, we got the same best. We're not even done, but for sure, exact same picks beginning to end.
Yeah,
that's interesting. That's neat.
Thank you, Q-Tip, for this moment of
this fucking garbage ass album.
and then Fife's like, it's weird. It's called the Love Movement because they didn't love each other. They were beefing.
It was like an ironic thing.
Yeah, they knew they were gonna break up after recording it. There's like, I guess it was pretty bitter between Fife and Q-Tip.
Uh-huh.
And then Ollie's this there.
So, okay. Ali, does he rap at all?
He's a DJ.
He's just a DJ.
And produce. So like he'll produce the songs with Q-Tip and do like scratches, and he'll play like instruments if they need live instruments.
And okay, so let me just get my memory straight. So you literally just said his name. Ali.
Yes.
He's the DJ. All DJ.
DJ, producer, occasional like piano, drums.
Okay. And Q-Tip, nerdy guy.
Nerdy guy, nasally voice.
Yeah.
Pretty much the mastermind of the group.
Mastermind. Fife, more hype.
More hype, all rapping.
And he's the lifelong friends with Q-Tip.
Yes.
And then Jerobi, in and out.
In and out on tracks here and there.
Okay, making sure I'm just covering my bases, making sure I know what's going on. A E I O U and sometimes Y.
Yep. They broke it. Yeah.
So what does that even mean? That's a thing they say on Midnight Marauders.
Yeah. So the three members are the regular vowels, and then Jerobi is the Y.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Interesting. This one, there was a lot that did not stand out one way or the other, except for
it's not really memorable.
No, it's not memorable, but there were like 2 tracks that did stand out as being really bad. And that was Against the World, which I hated, and then Give Me, because of the fucking harmonized vocals. So poorly done. So poorly executed. Put that shit on. That's so bad. I'm confused as fuck. Like, I love musicality in rap. I love musicality in rap. But when it's done like this, I get mad. This is fucking bad.
The Love?
Huh?
The Love?
No, Give Me.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. The one with Noriega. This is supposed to be like more hood because there's like Noriega on it.
Noriega. Shout out to Daniel Noriega, my good buddy.
Shout out to anyone who played Def Jam Vendetta. I think Noriega was in those games.
Really? That's hilarious. Those are fun games. Fight for New York? Classic.
Oh, yeah. Both of them. R.I.P. Def Jam.
Yeah.
Vendetta.
Okay, that's hilarious. It sounds like a novelty song.
Yeah, I really don't like it. I feel like Da Booty could have been funny.
Da Booty.
But
that's all I remember from it. Da Booty.
Yeah, just I don't know, make a fucking funny song. Although I guess they weren't really in the mind frame for that. Pad and Pen, I could kind of see that being on like a good Tribe album. And then we got Stepping It Up with my man Busta Rhymes.
Busta Rhymes.
What is okay, Busta Rhymes. He does Wonder Twin powers activate real quick so I could grow about 5 feet more with an extra dick. One dick to hold in my hand when I'm rocking the mic. The extra dick to blow up the pussy for the rest of the night.
God damn.
Fuck. I'm trying. I don't know how that's going to sound, but I'm trying.
Not bad. Oh, that Busta. That Busta.
That line was worth listening to the album alone. Not that it's a great album, but with streaming, I'm telling you, you can just go and fucking
take your pick.
You can just go and throw on Stepping It Up. Or
you can just listen to Busta Rhymes. just
throw on some early Busta Rhymes.
Shit.
I feel like he's like partially member. We've talked about him.
He keeps coming up.
Yeah, he's on like the next album a few times. Like he's also sometimes what?
Yeah.
As well. No disrespect to Jerobi.
No, but it is a lot funner to impersonate Busta Rhymes. A lot funner.
I'm not saying an excuse for why this album sucks, but there was a fire at Q-Tip's home that destroyed his record collection.
Really?
And his like computer with the beats on it. So
you had to come up with new ones because you forgot them all.
Yeah, I like postpone, and then him and Fife are fucking doing what him and Fife do. So,
well, fuck this album. I'm never listening to it again. This is I listened to these albums so many times. This is the one that I gave it 2. And I'm like, okay, I made my choice.
Yeah.
There's nothing else for me to learn.
Yeah. And then I guess the only other song worth talking about is The Love, because that was made for Notorious B.I.G., but he didn't use it.
Mm.
And they're like,
My man.
I guess the logic behind it is, well, if it was good enough for Biggie, let's use, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Did not translate into a whole album.
No, it did not. And thank Christ we're moving on because we got one more left. This is the reunion, I'm assuming, because it came some time later.
Yes. 20 year. Wait.
Or like 18 years.
18.
Basically 20 years.
Yeah.
This is 2016's We Got It From Here. Thank you for your service.
I want to deal with a bigger insult, man. The heat. It's coming down hard. We got to get our shit together.
It's time to go left and not right. Gotta get it together forever. Gotta get it together for brothers. Gotta get it together for sisters. For mothers and fathers and dead niggas. For non-conformists, one-hitter quitters. For Tyson types.
Already super weird.
Together, come on, let's make it.
Gotta make it
To make it.
to make it
To make it.
So many things are happening right
To
now.
make something happen.
to make something
The
happen.
production
Let's make something happen.
on this album is fucking nuts.
Unprecedented.
With the gold microphone
Insane.
cords, we grip our balls every time we stuntin' on tour, cause we never bore. Responding to the ready crowds roar, and promoters try to hit us with the art of war. We about our business, we not quitters.
What the
not
fuck is
bullshitters.
happening?
We deliver, we go get us. Don't be bitter, cause we not just niggas.
Everyone.
Does he breathe?
Everyone's on their fucking A game for this
Oh,
album.
this is so cool.
Planning for our future people, none of our people involved. Pouring Henny and smearing off to get it cracking off and smearing off to quickly turn the Molotov. Molotov the spaceship door before that bitch is taking off. And oh, it seems the poorest persons, the people forsaken dog, the Washingtons, Jeffersons, Jacksons on the Capitol.
Oh, fuck. I can listen to this whole thing. Okay.
Oh,
All right.
yeah, we could.
Yeah. All right. Well, we already gave it away, obviously.
Personal favorite.
Personal favorite as well. As a home run. We got all the same picks. This is one I was struggling with quite a bit. I was like, is it the best? Is it my favorite? I don't know. Because there's parts of it that I don't care for. But what it does, I've never heard a hip hop album like this in my life.
When this album dropped, I was so like blown away because I wasn't expecting much. And then it's fucking amazing. Like possibly like it was one of the greatest albums of the year for me when it came out.
Mhm.
Just fucking Ollie's not on this because he was working on the Luke Cage score.
Oh, he chose that.
Well, it's not that he chose.
I know. I
Yeah.
figured, yeah.
But yeah, so this is all Q-Tip and holy shit,
Comes
man.
guns a blazing.
Dude,
This is fascinating shit. This is such a weird album. It's so weird.
this is so crazy. And then yeah, they were doing like reunion shows in like 06, 08, and that's when the Michael Rappaport documentary is filming them and they're fucking fighting, and he's like, we're not going to get back together unless we're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Really? That was the stipulation?
That's what he said at the time. And then they were only doing those reunion shows because Fife's diabetes was so bad. He's like, I got these fucking medical bills, and they're like, well, we'll do shows.
Holy shit.
So that was real sweet until they started fighting.
Yeah.
And then somehow between all that, Fife and Q-Tip came together and made this fucking amazing album that is so like relevant for the times too. And sadly, Fife Dog passed away.
I didn't even know that. I'm sad now. I didn't know that.
I think that's what made the album like bang even harder and hurt sometimes, especially the track Lost Someone, because you're just like, God fucking damn it.
Yeah.
So he passed away while recording this, and
While recording it?
yeah.
Oh, fuck. I'm upset. I had no idea.
So yeah, the fact that they get to go out on a high note, this is like the hip hop equivalent of David Bowie's Black Star,
Yeah.
where it's like came out soon after someone died, and it's so insane that someone could do that at like
That age.
the end of their
Yeah.
not that like Fife was old, but you know, obviously he's struggling with his diabetes. What I got? Oh, I was also gonna say about Fife Dog passing away. It pissed me off because he gets lost in the shuffle because it's the same year as Bowie and Prince and Lemmy.
Oh,
But also Fife Dog. 4 giants were taken away from him.
Yeah,
and probably more, but I feel like Fife Dog got lost in the shuffle because like Prince and Bowie are so
that's
fucking
big, but also as that bullshit where everyone says everything that thing they happen in threes, everything happens in or the tragedies happen.
That was 4s.
Things don't happen in threes. You just stop counting after the third one.
Yeah.
Things happen all the time and they never stop because life is cruel.
Mm-hmm.
That's dark. Back to the album, which is real good. I've rarely heard hip hop this musical, and I've never heard hip hop this fucking weird.
It's fucking insane. I love that it's not like they're not trying to recreate Low End Theory.
Not even close.
It's just, but it's still Tribe. Like what they were able to do with the production and the sound being so different and still be Tribe Called Quest is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna get my Rappaport on right now. These cocksuckers.
These fucking cocksuckers.
You fucking fucks you. You couldn't even fucking give them fucking Grammy. Fife Dog passed away. And you fucking cocksuckers couldn't even give him one fucking Grammy. You fucks.
Did he say that?
No.
Oh, you're just channeling him.
That's how I felt.
Okay.
That's
no. And
like, I don't know what other rap albums. Also, I think because it like came out in December.
It missed the window.
It like, yeah, it missed some window and it would have had been like nominated for like the following year. So it's like it came out on like the back end. But yeah, I don't know what other hip hop albums came out, but
fuck them. It was probably worse.
Fuck them, you fucking cocksucker motherfuckers.
Mr. Rappaport, please.
Oh man, too weird impressions.
I don't even know where to begin. I'll start with what I think is more funny and not great than I think is actually good. Solid Wall of Sound.
No, I love that.
I like it too, but it's fucking hilarious. Busta Rhymes. Yes. That's my impression of Busta Rhymes in that song.
I got one more Busta Rhymes impression and then I'll stop doing it. On Mobius.
Okay.
He comes in fucking hard on Mobius. It's this kind of like a standard track, and then I wrote this in all caps because I can't remember it. Let me do. How I rock mine. I throw it up. Making sure you misses all on the same page. Powerful force. You better look both ways. Fuck that. I'm choking missus. It's going down. Like, I
wish you said the N-word so badly.
Oh man, I want to punch and then he does the hold on, I gotta start over thing. It's fucking
see, you doing that impression right now made me think, Busta Rhymes is kind of just Uncle Ruckus from the Boondocks.
Oh yeah.
It's fucking hilarious.
Space Program.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that main course, there ain't no space program for Mrs. You're stuck here. I love it. Like, yeah, we're fucking stuck on Earth, motherfuckers.
Yeah,
like,
ain't
no plan B.
There's so much, like everything is so. Each song is so much different than the one before it. Like Kids is this. It sounds like this weird, brutal hip hop Super Nintendo song.
It's like dreamy, and then of course Andre 3000 on that. Always on his A game.
God damn it.
I love Andre 3000.
I think one of the most amazing songs I maybe ever heard is Melatonin.
I love
It's unbelievable.
Real quick, on Kids, I like when he says, "Kids, I'm the shit. I'm Chick-fil-A nuggets, McDonald's French fries, the spicy Popeyes, the Red Lobster biscuits, and Girl Scout Thin Mints." I love all those things.
They're all delicious.
And I think I'm going to figure out how to get all of them.
Get them all. And we'll have a theme just based on that one song.
Yeah.
On this one album, which is worth it because it's a great song and that sounds fucking tasty.
I'm like, yeah, all those things are the shit, Andre 3000. I love that we have similar taste in food. And it's so like relaxing to know like one of the greatest musicians.
Here's your taste.
Yeah. So Melatonin though. Fucking
yeah. Oh my.
great. I'm gonna throw on some melatonin.
Throwing some melatonin. All right.
For the people.
It has so many. It goes so many places though. Like there's no way we could show the whole.
Oh
thing.
no!
It goes so many places.
Just a taste. Tip of the iceberg.
Oh, I already love it.
I love that.
So good.
I don't know if that's Jack White or if that's a sample.
I don't know either.
Because he did play guitar on a couple tracks.
Didn't know that either. Oh yeah. It's so spacey. This whole album is the most spacey they've ever been.
I love everything.
I said
on
I'm
this.
really dreaming color.
Oh yeah.
And every brother ain't a brother, but pop melatonin like they Swedish fish. To give
This is too fucking good. This is
Yeah,
too
we're
good.
just gonna
Oh
listen
my
up.
god, I want to hear this album again. I
We're just
fucking
gonna
love it. Actually, want you to put on something else. Whatever will be, the female vocal sample. I don't even know if it's a sample, or if it's just them singing it. It's so haunting. It's beautiful, but really creepy.
Should I fast forward?
No, I think it'll be all right.
All right.
I'm getting chills just thinking about it. I love that so much. It's so good. It's super quick. It's over in a second, and it comes back maybe once or twice. Beautiful, creepy, haunting. Oh, I love it. I love it so much.
We the People. That song fucking. Oh man, that song rocked me pretty hard the first time I heard it.
Which one's that?
Man, I listen to so many good music. I'm going to play a quick second of it so I can get refreshed.
Okay. Yeah. So hard.
So heavy.
Oh, it's so damn good.
Fucking punch someone in the face.
But also super melodic.
Dude, super dark. You could turn. Yeah, super. You know, all you black folks, you must go. All you Mexicans, you must go. All you Po folks, you must go.
Yeah.
Muslims and gays, boy, we hate your ways.
Damn, dark.
Dude, yeah, it was, like I said, real timely. Real.
Yeah.
I was
Actually, speaking of that.
I was listening to this and the body count. Oh, I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, they like both came out real close, and they just fucking nailed it.
Mm-hmm. I think so. Although I will say my least favorite track, the Donald, just because it's so long and it's so poppy, but
it feels tacked on. It's kind of like a tribute to Phife Dawg a little bit.
Oh, he did it. Was it recorded after his death?
I think so. Conrad Tokyo, Kendrick Lamar.
Oh,
Fun. Killing Season starts off like an MF Doom.
I don't remember it.
Well,
I'll remember obviously if I hear it, but by
there
name
we go.
now.
Winter in America, never knew white Christmas. L7 squares, always make
I can just picture like Doom rapping over this.
Yeah, it's so ugly. I love the ugliness. It's just unlike so much. If this was any genre, I would be as in love with it. It's just weird. It's so many weird melodies and these fascinating production choices it's all spacey, it's all creepy, it's all very interesting.
All over the place, yet focused. It's fucking great. On Ego, for sure, Jack White is on that.
Okay.
And I like the way they mix like his guitars and the horns to where you almost can't tell the difference between the two.
It almost feels unfair calling this hip hop because it's doing so much more than I've heard in pretty much any other hip hop album. And there's still parts of this album that I don't care for that kind of drag on for me. But in the grand scheme of it, in the bigger picture, I've not heard shit like this, and it's so exciting to me when I hear shit that's like, whoa, that's fucking weird. I've never heard anything like that.
Yeah, because that's like shit I would expect to like come out of like Flying Lotus or like a newer producer or like Madlib, you know. Not to say like Q-Tip lost his ways. I just like didn't follow his solo career.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I don't know anything at all.
You never heard a Vibrant Thing? Vibrant Thing. It's a vibrant thing.
Maybe.
He went on Chappelle's show. And
I probably saw it.
It's a VD thing.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I just didn't follow his solo career. And then so like to hear someone who's like a master, like reinvent, or like, I don't even know if reinvent's the right word. Cause like I said, it's still Tribe to me. But yeah, such a feel good, heartbreaking end of the group here.
But a wonderful swan song.
Very few can say they did it.
Yeah. And especially reunion albums, which can go fucking either way.
Yeah, this is like, obviously they did the reunion tour for the paycheck, but you can tell this album was not like,
it's too good. I mean, you can't fake shit like that.
You know, sometimes like people don't necessarily know they're gonna die, but they this like,
oh, you know,
they got like some primal
instinct is pretty powerful. Like, even if you don't admit it, you kind of know.
Yeah, I think that was going
Having
on.
died before, I would know this.
Yep. I think Fife Dog had that, and he this kind of like, I think something in his body clicked, and he this like, I gotta get one more out of my body.
Yeah. I'm definitely listening to this again on the way home. Like I enjoy the fuck out of it. I keep. But I guess, I mean, the recap is going to be very easy. We have the exact same. So
I won't even repeat it. It's just in unison, whatever Mike's is minus.
So both of our picks, exactly. Midnight Marauders, 1993, best album. Not controversial.
Nope. It's only slightly.
Marginally, if you're stupid. That's Love Movement, 1998, worst and least favorite for both of us. And of course, we got it from here. Thank you for your service, 2016. Please listen to this one. This one is fucking special. Very interesting. Super fucking weird. And I should note also that I didn't give this one best because I can't imagine non-music lovers going to this and really liking it. It's so weird and inaccessible.
I kind of, like I said, I kind of wanted to give it my best, but then like, I didn't want to ignore their whole.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's real. When you got 4 amazing albums, it's real hard. And to me, like Low End Theory and Midnight Marauders are almost the same album. Like they could have been
Disagree with that one. Yep.
To me, that could have been a double album. Like it's the same thought. But having said that and People's Instinct.
That's not such a long title.
Whatever. Debut album.
No, we're saying it. It's People's Instinctive Travels and the Paths of Rhythm. Fucking shorten it.
They're all different to me, and it's, oh man, they're all great and
good band. I'm thankful to you for suggesting this.
It.
Yeah, because fucking I've never would have got around to them. There's just too many bands. I never would have, and this is fucking delightful. I love them. So we did the recap. Okay, yeah. Before we recap, I think we should mention closing our candle. We're doing a candle thing now, guys. What do we got lit behind us?
We got the sensational
SCENT sensational
Midnight Woods.
Let me get a whiff of this. Hold on.
Yeah. Let me know what you think.
Dude. Okay, you're not gonna expect this one. It smells. I swear to God, it smells like a girl I've dated or something. I can't tell you who. I just remember the smell.
She's wearing men's cologne.
Maybe it was a man. Maybe I just remember incorrectly. Logo.
Yes.
Right. We're trying to get more concrete for video watchers with our setup. We have better lights. We're trying to find a system where we're not going to be constantly shifting from episode to episode. It's very hard, but we're
working on it.
Slowly but surely, we're getting there. I think it's coming out nicely. Anyway, thank you so much for listening and watching. If you want us to talk about a specific artist, anyone you like in particular, or if you want to just send us some love or some hate, send everything you want to everyalbumever@gmail.com. Of course, subscribe on YouTube and Spotify and Apple Podcasts and all the places. Like us, rate us, Share us. Please share us. We would love to be shared. We're very shareable. Thank you. And of course, be sure to check out the Spotify playlist that we've made. Handpicked songs of our favorites from A Tribe Called Quest, as well as every other episode. You can check them all out at everyalbumever.com. And of course, there's a link in the description of wherever you're listening or watching for this playlist. And I think it goes without... Wait, am I forgetting anything? Oh, yeah. Instagram. Pope Jesse Ventura and...
Mother Puncture.
That's the last of the plugs, I believe. So, obviously, Alex is going to be choosing the closing track for this episode. What are we going to be listening to?
I'm going to hit you with We the People.
We the People. Thank you for listening, guys. See ya!